So we can approach this from the upper side, as we should have recognized very much earlier.
I don't want me talking to no strangers.
I should not like to appear rude, but you have entered mine house without permission. I hardly think merely having an unlocked door is an invitation. Leave lest my husband extricate you himself when he returns from guard duty. Yeah. I just look at your shelves because I want the history of Shadowdale and the history of the Dragon Coast again. I want to find off if this stack. I thought her man was at the watch, her husband. Okay, and here's another couple here. We get the history of Durper. And why does it always disappear? Durper and War the Golden. And we also get the history of Harua, which we have also read already. Oh, this is great for lore. The city is so great for lore. We don't get any real rewards by finding stuff here. Nothing here? Is it on the other side or what? Really nothing here? Okay. So let's return to reading. We have 2 books to read again. And the weather changed abruptly. This is still locked, so we have to bear that in mind. I think I should denote that as locked. So let's go there. And first off put the duplicates away, which are the history of the Dragon Coast. Yeah, we read that. And I think the history of Harua. Didn't we read that already? North, Chosen of Mithra, Unicorn Run, Moonsea, North, Dragon Coast. North, what's that? Shadowdale, Harua. Hadn't we read that? I think I sold that book at the inn. I'll look that up when I next time do for coming back next time. I will look that up if I read that already, and if not, I'll come back here to read the history of Harua. History of Shadowdale. Kelvin kills Geordan. Lord Geordan's rule of Shadowdale ended when he encountered Kelvin Aronson, also called the Blackstaff. The story at the time was that Geordan accepted an invitation from Kelvin to visit Waterdeep, and there he took ill and died. In reality, Geordan ambushed Kelvin as the mage was leaving Shadowdale. The Blackstaff killed him. In either case, Kelvin took hold of the pendant of Ashaba, the symbol of the lordship in the Dalias, and returned to Waterdeep with it, promising to send a suitable candidate for lordship to the Dais. Geordan had ruled for 5 years, and without his advocacy, Castle Crag was
long periods of relaxation. A lovely day for it.
Castle Crag was abandoned and the Candlekeep troops routed. Geordan's previously chosen successor was Melvonton named Liren, but without the pendant, this individual was considered a pretender to the throne. Durpa and War the Golden share a common history. Over 3,000 years ago, these countries were both subject to the Great Kingdom of Rorin. When Rorin fell in 2488, the countries of Durpa and War barely survived the destruction. Rioting, mass destruction, and hatred of nobility were rampant, and the two countries descended into barbarism for over 2 millennia. Finally, after most of the barbarian tribes were wiped out by the great empire of Mulhorand, a leader emerged. Saitama, a mere leader, experienced a divine revelation and formulated a new philosophy. All things in the world were connected, were part of a single creation spirit, and all of the gods of the realms were merely parts of the same entity. Soon all the shining lands embraced the teachings of Saitama, and the seeds of civilization were laid in what came to be known as the Lands of the One. Since the Lands of the One had many natural resources, trade with Mulhorand and Luoyang became a way of life. Merchants were honored above all. In time, the Maharaja of Durpa and the Raja of Var were replaced with a council of merchants. During this time, the land suffered occasional raiding attacks from the horsewomen of Dambrath and had many skirmishes with the neighboring countries of Estegund and Ulgarth. In 1023, after an armed peace had been worked out with Ulgarth, the Council of Merchants decided that something needed to be done about the raiders from Estegund who were hurting trade with other countries. War was an inconvenience, but interrupting trade was life-threatening. Jeradim, the richest merchant in the lands, was given power to negotiate a settlement. During these negotiations, he proved, at last, at least in the eyes of the Durparians, that he was indeed the master trader he seemed. Estegund had just tried a foolish invasion of Dambrath. The vengeful female leaders of that land wiped out nearly every able-bodied fighting man they sent. The monsters of Weldon were causing problems, and Estegund was going through a famine. It was here that Jeradim showed his fine merchant's instincts. He could not pass up such an advantage, and began bargaining the most outrageous trade of all time. He met with the leaders of Estegund, a fearful king and his nobles, and explained the advantages of Durparian life and philosophy of the Adama, the oneness of all things. He bargained for days until finally the king made the trade. He purchased the whole of Estegund for the countries of Durpa and Var at the price of 24 gems. He also promised protection and help for their integration into the Durparian way of life. Thus were formed the Shining Lands. Within 100 years, the three countries shared a common way of life, and with the added strength and resources of Estegund, Durparian merchants increased their trading range. They roamed as far east as Karatur, as far north as the Seat of the Fallen Stars, and west to Dambrath and Harua. At the present time, with the newly discovered lands of Madstika and Zakara beckoning, the future looks bright. Okay. And I want to take that scroll to put that scroll into there. Okay. So, going on. There's still a storm outside. Think I wanted to continue down here, as this might be the corner of the map. At least it appears that way. Unless it somehow scrolls, but I don't seem to be able to scroll the map. I haven't been able to scroll the map so far. As much as I admire your desire to travel your own path, I must insist that we go to Nashke soon. Yes, we go to Nashke. We are on our way there. Slowly. Very slowly. Okay, we hear...
Hello, mate. You look a friendly face.
Did you come from down south? Do you know anything about the rumors about M? My sister tells me they are gonna invade. I don't like to believe it, but what else could be happening? So we go down here. This is the other inn. The Jovial Juggler, which was like the medium priced inn, which is not that bad as the other inn up there. Okay. Let's go to the jovial juggler then. Go inside. Or don't. Lots of commoners. I see no named person save Bjornen.
Yes?
They did quite a number on me, these half-ogres. There's a band of them fortifying themselves in the mountains south-southwest of here. If you would give them a taste of justice, that would do me proud. Half-ogres near Baragast. Half-ogres near Baragast. Bjornen, a paladin currently healing from his wounds in Baragast jovial juggler inn, has asked me to uproot a band of half-ogres. According to his report, they have been fortifying themselves in the mountains southwest of town. So one to the south and one to the southwest. So two to the south and one to the west.
Me timber's bad enough without ye bothering me.
Aye, so everyone's hurt, everyone's a rubbernecker then, is that it? Old Gurk has his famous cloak stolen right off his back by a batch of paltry Tasloy. Is that a T? Yeah, I think that's a T, Tasloy. Yeah, it's old news, and if you make one crack about the cloakwood being an appropriate place to lose it at least, I'll put your liver on the menu. Now move on, let the next people in line have their laugh. And we heard about Gurk's cloth. Gurk, that's also the spelling of the German name for cucumber. So it's pronounced Gurke. I don't know if that's supposed to be pronounced German or English, so I'll say Gurk until I hear otherwise. A crusty old dwarf in Baragos has had its supposedly famous cloak stolen from him by a batch of Tasloy in the cloakwork. After our brief encounter, I have come to the conclusion that I'd do almost anything to rid him of that sour mood. Okay. Then talk to the bartender.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Hello friends, welcome, make yourselves at home. Just try not to rattle the locals none, okay? Times are pretty harsh right now and people don't need any more trouble than they've got, so what can I do for you? Show me a list of services. And we can just sleep or drink. We have Westgate Ruby Wine. I think I didn't sleep since I drank the last one, so I should sleep. Oh, now I walk with all my party. That's not locked. Okay, I take that. I have no idea why it's not locked. There's normal commoners, so nothing there. Go up with Joe. Save, because that could be dangerous up here. Nothing there, nothing there. Yes, of course, nothing in the second one. And that's it. Wow, all the visitors of this place have to sleep in this room. Okay. Maybe that's not such a nice place. Wasn't there like an interaction button here? Nah. Oh, there's the real way to go up. So that's like a back corner where the bartender lives. Wow, I can't even see the doors. I should just scroll in. Oogie Wisham.
Yes?
He's still down there? What do you mean? That Bjornen, I can feel his eyes looking at me. He's a paladin, you know. They ain't right in the head. They just look at you and you've been judged. What right do they have to do that? Has he threatened you in some way? Well, no, but I know he's looking for me. Why else would he be down there? Sure, he says he's resting and chatting up the locals, but I just know he's here for me. Well, I'm just gonna stay up here until he's gone. Why doesn't he just come upstairs and get you if he's so interested in you? Well, that would be just too easy, wouldn't it? No, he wants me to sit up here wondering if he knows that I know that he knows that I know that he knows that I'm up here without knowing what he knows. I just know it. Have you talked to someone about this? You seem agitated. Recent evidence suggests that a barrel full of monkeys is not half as much fun as previously claimed, and is, in fact, rather horrifying. Okay, goodbye now. And he leaves us a small shield and an onyx ring. Thank you. And on this side, nothing. We can go down again if I find the stairs. Someone is just... everything is so brown sometimes. Can't even get what you... to look at something right. So I want to talk to Bjornen. And he's there. And he wants only to talk about the half-ogres. So that was the Jovial Juggler. Thing in there. There's another door and a few more barrels for us to check. I hope that we don't find a barrel of monkeys, because a barrel of monkeys might be very dangerous indeed. Are there 2 barrels here? No. There, but I'll take that one. Nothing there. So all of the party. Go there. Uninjured huge spiders. Oh god. Oh god. Huge spiders. I don't know how strong they are. I don't know if I should concentrate my fire, so... one over there. You... normal attack. That one. You... do your magic weapons thing. You... just attack that one. That's next to you. You... do a magic missile to that one. And you... trying to see? Yeah, you can only attack that one. Okay. Okay. Spiders are very dangerous, so I should concentrate my power onto beating that spider. So you should also beat that spider. You should... where are you? Are you there? You should continue to beat that spider. They're not very damaging. Oh, they lose piercing damage. That's not good. You're already attacking. You can do your other spell against that spider. And you're already attacking. Did you do your damn spell? Not yet. Spell is traveling, so you can attack. Oh, Jarira had to save Werther's death? Against poisoning, I think. So now we all are in close combat mode. Most of us are going for one of the spiders, which went down now. Second spider. Oh, is someone low? You are low. It's Khalid. So Jahira, heal Khalid. What's her... I can't see that. 10 out of 24. You also heal yourself. Are you poisoned or what's up there? I let her heal herself. Go over there. Jahira takes poison damage. Yeah, what can I do against poison? Those two are poisoned, so she has to drink a potion. Wait. No, not that potion. This potion. drink this potion. Oh, I hope that's soon enough, okay. And this potion of healing also goes to him, and he will drink that. So now, all of you, attack that damn beast. Do you still have your one magic missile? Attack him.
I yet need healing, lest I not survive.
Okay. Do we have what it takes to go on? I don't know. Oh. How do you cure poison? Is it somewhere on your poisoned? Does it have like pop-up? No. How do you cure? His poison has ended. So you give your healing potion to her and she will drink it. If she goes down too far, she's down to 4, to 3. She's down to 3. Okay. Well. What did we gain? 270 experience from killing the spiders. That's not that bad. We want to go to talk to the bartender. And we want to sleep like a nobleman. And I hope that will refill some of our stuff, or most of it. She was at 3, and so she would be... Wow, we regained 3 by the noble one? Okay, so we take the royal one. She was now at 6. And she's now fully hit. Okay, so always take the royal one that is just full heals you, which is much more better than the other one. Ah, in the second rest, she automatically cast her 2 healing spells before resting, so that's what did it. So I could have taken 2 times the low price room and it would have done the same. Good to remember me of the